Look, it's time for the Career Success Panel. Each week, this time of the show, we get some experts to join us. So, Rob Hartnett from Publicity Mojo, the advertising firm. Rob, good to see you again.
Thanks, Bill.
Libby Fordham from Libby Fordham Corporate Communications. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Bill.
We've got Phil Noble. Phil's a management consultant with the firm of Business Development Partners. Phil, good to see you.
You too, Bill.
And Tom Elliott, the Managing Director of M&E Capital, a funds management business managing tens of millions of dollars. Tom, good to see you.
I've missed you, Bill.
Good to have you back, Tom. Now, the theme for tonight's show is all around how to get happier at work. There's a lot of us out there that think the grass might be greener on the other side. You know, we really don't like what we're doing. So we're really going to focus on what are the things that you can do. How can you go about just getting happier in the current job that you're in? The first thing I thought I'd do is sort of ask any of you guys right now about, you know, how happy you are at work at the present. Phil?
I'm absolutely loving it, Bill. And one of the reasons for that is I'm working on a couple of different projects and there's a hell of a lot of variety. And to me, I've always known that's something that keeps me happy in my work. And yeah, it's very satisfying.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy now, but I found the key to the drinks cabinet. And that certainly changed my life.
So getting the key to the drinks cabinet, you're all set?
All set.
I'm finding if I bounce out of bed in the mornings, I'm happy, and if it's a strain to get out, things aren't going so.
We'll have a talk about the role of the night before, Tom, a little bit later on. But let's get out on the street, talk to some Australians, see what they actually think about, you know, what makes them happy at work.
Being the newie, it's kind of hard to be accepted, but I've learned a lot and a lot of the staff are great, so I can't really complain.
Yeah, it's quite nice that the girls are nice. It's a change for me.
I love dealing with people, so yes, I am happy.
No, I wouldn't say I'm lucky, but I found the industry that I absolutely love. So.
There's always opportunities to move, and yes, I do.
I feel I've been a success in my career. I feel that this time around, for me, I want to chip away at something more meaningful. So for me, a bit of peace and clarity.
I would just continue what I'm doing. I don't think I have to do much more than what I am doing.
Just take every opportunity that comes around. Knowledge is power, so always keeping up to date and knowing as much as you can.
I would get a personal assistant, I think. I'd get someone else to do it for me. That's how you do everything. You get other people to do it for you.
You know, you've got to find things you improve on. Being surrounded by people who are really positive and have got things to show you.
Well, knowledge is power. You take every opportunity that you can get. Are those good ideas, guys, in terms of getting yourself happier at work?
Oh, for sure. I think they're a good way to start, but I think people provide a lot of lip service to them without actually doing them.
So what does knowledge is power actually mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people place a lot of store by training and the feeling that what they're doing now is not the only thing they'll do for the rest of their lives. So maybe it's this idea that if you have training or if you have some way of educating yourself, you might be doing something more interesting in the future. Maybe that's what keeps people going.
Enhancing the resume.
Yeah, enhance the resume.
Yeah, that's what they look like they're doing. Sort of enhancing, building up the resume with different
It seems
activities.
like, it's funny though, because it seems to me like finding happiness is an experimental process. Like they actually haven't kind of figured out what actually makes me happy and is what I'm doing a match to that. They're just kind of, oh, I might learn something and there might be some knowledge that I get and that might make me happy.
Yeah, by chance, I might
but
be
it's
happy.
always good if you know that there's going to be a restructure, so that's a really different kind of knowledge. You know, if there's going to be a restructure and you might lose your job, that's good knowledge to have.
You might get a promotion as well.
Yeah, all of those kind of things. It's about knowing the ins and outs of your business and getting close to your business. I think that knowledge is not just about the job that you do, but more about the environment that you're working in.
So what about you're in a situation, you're in a job, right, you've got not much knowledge, you really feel unempowered, you're unhappy. What should you do to try and get happier?
Well, a lot of people, some of the people that were on the television then just said things like, well, I want to be around other positive people, so maybe it's as simple as making friends with people. I mean, in any sort of social thing, whether you go to a new school or a new job, you want to have people around you that you enjoy being with. So just getting to know people, I think,
Might
is a big
change your
part
desk.
of it.
Yeah, move around different people in the office. We move our office probably twice a year, the entire office.
Well, just to shake everybody
Just
up.
move it around, different environment, different people, and it's actually, you know, we're in a very creative environment, so we do that. And
I had someone who got rid of quite a few of their workers because they just shifted the office and didn't tell
tell
us where they were going.
But look, a lot of people are out there working in very small companies, like 3 or 4 people. So there's not much sort of moving around. They're the same people. Like, you know, is the answer for them finding another job?
I mean, it's one answer, but I don't think it's the only answer. I think you can also look at different roles and different activities that people can do and taking on, you know, different agendas. When it's 2 or 3, it is really difficult. You need a very, very open environment when you're doing that.
So I think, look, one of the things I'd encourage for people that are in smaller companies to think about what would the ideal role look like for them in that actual company, and go to the boss with a couple of ideas and try and create some opportunities for yourself.